This is crazy.
So me and our daughter, our 5-year-old daughter, went and got tested today.
Okay.
And it said that I am.
Wait, why you take my baby to go get tested anyway? What do you mean? What kind of test? First of all, she should be taking.
I went and got a DNA discovery thing, so you find out where you come from, and kind of find out the child doesn't come from me. Yeah, 5 years. I can't even go crazy right now because the kids are asleep. So I'm trying to stay calm.
You raised her.
We have 3 children.
Anyway. Them kids gonna have to wake up. we gonna wake the neighbors up. As a matter of fact, talking about you, I'd go crazy right now. Everybody in this household, in this town, is getting woken up. Hold on a second, man.
And the last one is not mine. How's this possible? Well, we know how it's possible, but guess what? Because the kids are asleep, I'm not gonna turn violent. I'm not gonna call you a bunch of names or cause a big scene. But you and that 5-year-old, who I do love, is gonna have to leave the place.
No, because I pay bills here too, and her brothers and sisters is here. You ain't never about to separate my kids.
You are on none of the bills with your name. Technically,
yeah, okay, whatever.
You don't have your ID that says you live here. 1, 2, you see what that says?
Why would you do this?
What you mean, why would I do that? Are you serious right now? Now I don't give a shit. What do you mean, why would I do that?
That's still your child.
No, that's your child.
You raised her for
No,
5 years.
that's your child. And yes, I do love her. I'm not denying that.
I mean, you're not.
But I can't continue to raise a child that's not mine. I'm not doing that. What kind of father would I be to my other 2 children to show them the kind of weak man raises a kid that's not his?
What kind of man raises a child for 5 years and then...
All right. Slow down. All right. You getting your emotions. You're upset right now. All right. But there's a lot of strong men. As a matter of fact, and I know a lot of the fellas, y'all gonna get mad at me. You know what I mean? But to be honest with you, it almost takes. See this. I want to say. So what I want to say it almost takes a strong man to raise a kid of somebody else's kid. But I mean that in the sense of like, you gotta swallow whatever pride you got. You know what I mean? And be like, yo, I know this ain't mine, but I'm gonna do what it do because I see this kid needs somebody, and I'm gonna do that. Now, listen, I know I'm not advocating y'all go out there and start being baby daddy, stepfathers or whatnot, but that definitely doesn't equate to you being a weak man. And there's been a narrative going around that's been saying that, and I think that needs to change. I think, you know what it is? Here's what it is. It's so easy to take advantage of somebody with a heart like that, to where a lot of the times what you do see is weakness because, it's salacious. Like, oh, damn, bro, you taking care of her kids and she cheating on you. Da, da, da. But I'm sure there's probably a whole bunch of more stories where it's just like, oh, yeah, nah, I raised little man up since he was like 4. Now he's going to college and, he calls me dad. You know what I mean? Like, but those just aren't salacious enough. Those aren't what the people see or whatnot. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't call that man a weak man. Now, if you raising her kids, she out here cheating on you, them kids out here disrespecting you, you know what I mean? You going through a little bit too much. They're not appreciating your gratitude. Yeah, that can be looked at as a sign of weakness. You know what I mean? That can definitely be looked at as a sign of weakness. But if you can man up, if you so much of a man, you can take care of your own kids and somebody else's kids when they not doing it, bro, that doesn't make you weak. If anything, that almost makes you kind of like more manly. You know what I mean? Like, damn, bro, like, nah, you like, yo, bro, like, you know how you could look at it? You could look at it like, oh, damn, this kid's in my vicinity. Anything in my vicinity gotta be moving correctly. You know what I mean? If this woman's gonna be my one and only, then everything involved with this woman gotta be up to my standards, up to par. So in order for me to guarantee that, I'm gonna take on this role as a father figure to this little homie, like to also better him, but to also like so he can bring that energy right back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so much of a great man that I can't allow this little man to be nothing but that. You know what I mean? So you could look at it like that too. You know what I mean? So hold on, man. Too much yip yapping, man. Don't forget to like the stream, y'all. Hit that bell, man. Let's rock.
Try to kick her and her mother out.
No. So me and our daughter, our 5-year-old daughter, went and got tested today. Okay. And it said,
Oh, that was it. Okay. All right. So listen, let's check these comments out, y'all. All right. She never said she was sorry, and she's still trying to play the victim. I agree. You know what I mean? Now, here's the thing with this man. If he does decide to stay, especially with a reaction like this, and with not to forget the reaction, the point blank period, the position that you're in right now warrants for you to walk away. Anything other than that, yes, you would be that weak man that you're talking about. All right. Excuse me. The real victims are the children. Yeah, of course. But the mother made the children a victim in this case, because 5 years, it's like you're attached to that father figure. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna want to know what happened. And now this mother is exposing her kids to abandonment. You know what I mean? This is their first feeling of abandonment. And you guys know what happens, that travels with you along your life journey. You know what I mean? You got abandonment issues. You're going to react accordingly in other situations in your life. And I'm not saying that people can't get abandoned, but if you are going to get abandoned, that feeling should not come from your parents. You know what I mean? Let's see. No accountability. Definitely get out. Yeah. No, she got to go. I don't care who she paying what? Bruh, you know what? I don't know what's going on, man. We would have had to turn the camera off, and she would have had to have. Or we could have just. Yeah, nah. In this situation, you gotta call the police actually, because you don't want things to get spicy. She ain't trying to leave. The kids in the house. You already recording. Call the police and get them to get her out of there. You know what I mean? If she start claiming other stuff, though, listen, man, I don't know what's going on, man. You're going to have to put a restraining order on shorty or something. My son said he can't go crazy because the kids are asleep. Everybody in a 3-mile radius is getting up. That's exactly what I said. Like, you worried about nighttime, bro. What? Sleep time? Nah, bro. Y'all gonna have to get woken up for this one. I'm not understanding why she's not addressing the fact that the daughter isn't his. Talk about zero accountability. Sheesh. No apology. It's diabolical. But you know what, though? I can tell. Yeah. But, yo, look at. Okay. You see how he's reacting? These are the type of men that would deal with that. Like, for instance, hey, follow me. All right? Follow me. I'm going somewhere. So, the zero accountability and no apology or whatnot. But even with him saying, yo, I would wake the kids up, but they asleep. Even with him saying that shows a level of like sometimes you don't need to be nice. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's cool to be nice if you're a nice person, but sometimes in specific cases you gotta let your balls hang. You know what I mean? And so the fact that you're not letting that happen right here, right now, already shows me that she viewed you as a lick from jump. You know what I mean? You would be the type of person where she could do this and feel comfortable about it. And this shows because she's not even apologizing, not taking no accountability, gaslighting. And it's just like, hey, you know, he's being too calm right now. And it seems like, hey, these are the traits that I feel like, you know, excuse me. These are the traits that I feel like would be conducive to somebody having this happen to him. I can't lie to you. Excuse me. I don't know, man. Your boy tummy a little bubbly, y'all. Hold on a second, man. All right, so we got that video. All right, where we at with the time, man? Where we at with the